What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Shout out to the homegirl Sab with the blood, man. Check out the shirt she sent me. I love it so much. She has great taste. She sent me several things over the last couple years, and everything she sends me just is awesome, and I love so much. You outdid yourself this time, homegirl, because I love this shirt, man. And it matches perfectly with these pants I just got too, doesn't it? And I got these pants not really knowing what I was going to wear with it. I mean, I had a couple of things that like match. They don't have anything that like match like this does. So good looking out, Sabbatha. You know how much you mean to me. Alright, so getting this video, as soon as I get my chair a little bit comfortable, there's like a certain spot. It has to be like in the little sweet spot right there. So, getting this video. Some of the craziest stuff I've seen in prison has been done by the black dudes, man. Crazy stuff. For instance, we have a lot of Crips here in town. Not very many Bloods. More on that later. But East Side and West Side, I mean, they go hard. One time I'm in county jail. It was nighttime. They're starting to bring new people in. Day room's almost over. We have a complete full day room. This dude's sweeping. This black dude's sweeping. They bring one new person in. Black dude. And the guy sweeping says to him, "Where are you from?" And the dude just got there, said East Side. And the guy sweeping said, "Nope, this is West Side right here. This is a West Side house. You cannot be in here. You have to leave." And the dude just like he didn't know what to say or do. I mean, his only option was he's gonna have to rush this fool. I mean, cops aren't there to help him. You have to go like beat on the door, ask the cops. I mean, tell the cops can't be there. He only has one option, and I think it's dawning on him. And how would you like that to be you? I mean, you walk in. I've had it happen. You walk in and just right away confrontation and tension. It's like, damn, there's no way you want to start off your visit or stay at the county jail. You can't be here, he says. So the dude just like looks around, just rushes him. The dude swings the broom at him, bristle side up. I thought it was cool. Like, I think I probably would have swung like bristle side down. Bristle side up, swings it on, hits him in the head, knocks him back into a little bit, but doesn't fall down. Knocks him back, breaks the broom in half, it goes up in the air, lands in his arms. I'm not going to say he catches it because he didn't catch it. It landed in his arms. But what that fool did, one of the most craziest things I ever saw in my life, he stood there after it landed in his arms. He looked at the dude who hit him with the broom, hella crazy, and he started unscrewing it. Because it was screwed into the thing. He wanted to get rid of the bristles. Probably taking his time, too, because he's probably a little bit like, whoa, a little bit dizzy from hitting him on the head. I would be. So he took his time, unscrewed it, threw it down, and they got the straight kung fu fighting. I was like, yeah! They knew how to use those sticks. I seen roundhouses, like flying kicks, hits with sticks, like no look, like a dude was on to cracking. Everyone was engaged. Cops like, lock down, everyone lock down. Like, no way! I'm gonna watch this to the conclusion. They were getting busy. All of a sudden the cops come in, got 5 of them, and boom! Fire a shot. Of all people, it hits me. Who do you think it hits me out of all people? Boom, nails me in the chest. I go, ow! With a little bit more estrogen than I wanted. Got a couple looks from a couple different people, and I was like, ouch. That hurt. But the first time, ow! Dude, it hurt. That happened. Cops came in deep, grabbed those dudes in cuffs, start going to our cell. The cops are already starting to lock the doors. They know how to shut the doors. If you're not in there and you're stuck out, they have to open your door to let you in. Trouble, like, boom. Dart to the cell. The cops are here. Then I'm like, damn, looking in the mirror, took my shirt off, had like a little red mark. I'm like, damn, that hurt, man. And I tell he's like, what'd they shoot at you with? I said, dude, a less lethal round, a block gun, a big rubber ball, like this big, something like a little bit less lethal than lethal. He's like, no. He said, they shot at you a pepper spray ball. They're designed to explode on contact. He goes, why did it not explode when it hits you? He's like, how soft do you have to be for it to hit and bounce off? I was like, excuse me? Por favor? Soft? Who? Me? When, just now? What do you mean? Bounce off? He's like, yeah, it should have exploded on contact, bro. I was like, no, dude, it was a big old huge rubber ball. Didn't you see when they fired it? They came in and had a cannon. The dude, it was like shoulder mounted bazooka, bro. The ball was this fucking big, dog. It was not pepper spray. There was pepper spray in the air and someone else shot that. This guy, no. Just bounce off me. Anyway, be that as it may. Kind of funny though too, because my cellie, the dude who said it bounced off, he was there. He got beat up by the cops. His shoulder was messed up. I forgot to look at the damn tism. His shoulder was messed up. And all he was saying is, dude, I can't wait to work out. I can't wait to start working out again. I need to start working out again. You know, his shoulder's messed up. Finally, he's like, dude, today's the day, Splint. He's like, I feel good enough. I'm getting me some reps in, bro. I'm gonna work out. I'm like, good, man. He did some working out. The next day he woke up. Dude, his breast, his boob was so freaking swollen and infected. He figured county jail like staff abounds. Come to find out, when he was doing the push-ups, he went all the way down to the chest, hit the ground, which is like dirty. People walk on it and dirt and whatever. And then somehow it got it and infected him. I mean, broad jokes galore. Just, well, it was crazy looking. It was so huge and big and swollen. So painful. They're giving him tramadols. And I was like, bro, you should start letting me have some of those tramadols. Because now my chest is more worse than yours. He's like, what? Yeah, like a little tiny red mark. I'm like, dude, it's all internal. It caused an internal injury. Do you know how, see how yours is like all that? Like that's what mine looks like on the inside. He ended up giving me some chamois. Cool dude. Be that as it may. You know what pisses me off? I'll tell you what pisses me off. This watch. So, I gotta do this one time only. It is 6 minutes in, just like I thought. I gotta get something going. Okay. So that would mean boom, boom. Okay, I know where we're gonna stop at right there. I got a lot of stories, hope I can fit them all in. So, be that as it may, bro. Now, I don't know. Another active thing I saw, dude. Totally active thing. I'm on the farm, Mel Minimum, Kern County Jail, Barracks 6. And Barracks 10, a riot kicked off between the Woods. No, I'm sorry, the Southsiders and the Blacks. Southsiders and Blacks. I went somewhere else. Kicked off big old riot in Barracks 10. We're over in Barracks 6. We can see it. We can hear it. The doors to the barracks have like swing doors. So anytime like a riot, I've been in a bunch of them, seen a bunch of them, they always start in there and you spill into the yard. I don't know how. I mean, fights are fluid. Boom, here they come spilling out into the yard. And now the people who are already in the mini yard, you have a mini yard, and then you have like the big yard. The people who were in the mini yard by the phones and stuff, they got absorbed into the fight. I mean, the fight spills out into the yard. They're there in the yard. Boom, they just start fighting, absorbed it. Except for this one black dude. He's like, whoa. Fight came. He like backed out. He skedaddled all the way out into the big yard through the hole in the gate. The open fence. And then fence was open. He like slid out. And he was like, I got the impression he wasn't really scared of the fight. He was more scared like the cops gonna ride it. Because here comes the cops. And he was like, I ain't got nothing to do with that type thing. This one black dude was fighting. Boom, 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 boom. He stopped the melee. Right in the middle of the melee. Stopped. Walked out to the big yard. Went up to the dude who like ran away. Cracked him. Knocked him out. Put him right back on put him on his pockets. Knocked him out. And then went back into the little yard and started fighting again. I was like, yeah. I was like, that was incredible. Can you imagine? Because, dude, no one likes a coward, a deserter. Here we are. Our race is getting busy. And it's like, you're going to, no way. I mean, that's why that's like the only like major rule, standing rule, the never fails is mandatory participation and stuff like that. And this dude's like, got knocked out. It was crazy. This chair's bugging me. So, now the blacks, they don't really check paperwork. I've noticed that. That's some different politics. It's like the Woods, Southerners, Northerners, all pretty much same politics. Blacks, there's a little bit lenient in some areas. They don't check the paperwork, and they're not big on having like a shot caller, like a head, someone who have the keys. They're just not big on it. Though they have them. You know, every race has to have a rep. When I was in New Delano, the dude who sat next to me, his name was Legs. He was a blood from Sacramento. He had the keys to the whole building. He was in charge of everyone, for the blacks. He used to tell me, because he used to talk all the time, he's my neighbor. He's like, dude, none of these fools like me, he used to say. And every Friday night, the cops would allow fighting. And the only people who, the fight would be the blacks, the Crips and the Bloods. There'd be this one Crip, and every Friday he'd fight like a different blood, and he'd win. They couldn't beat this Crip dude up, and there's like a lot more Bloods in there than Crips. And every Friday, like I said, the cops didn't give a shit, get busy all you want. This Crip would beat up some Blood. But afterwards, he was like, yeah! Woo! Going all Jake Paul on him, all Conor McGregor crazy. And it kind of pissed everybody off. No one likes it, like throwing the yellow flag. Poor sportsmanlike conduct. So Leg like time to beat up. He had a bunch of dudes rush up on him, pretty much to stomp him out. The cops ignored that too. Like, what do you mean you're gonna be all loud and crazy? I thought it was kind of ironic. Is it ironic? I mean, they wanted this dude beat up every Friday. They kept putting someone on him. He kept winning every fight. And at the end of the day, they ended up stomping him out. Even though it took 3 dudes to get him. Be that as it may. And Legs was my neighbor. You know what was crazy? I was going home. And I gave Legs my headphones. Man, some of the Woods tripped out. You should have saw some of the crazy looks I got. I mean, I get it. You're supposed to give all your stuff to your people, and I do, always, and I did. These headphones were, okay, I got a CD player, And then it comes with some headphones, and then I ordered some aftermarket, some different, better headphones that, with the equalizer and all that. It had CDs, I had clothes, I had like workout gloves. I came from Arizona, I had a couple pair of shoes. And I gave all that stuff away. Legs, my neighbor, like I said, his headphones broke. I know he liked to listen to radio a lot. I had these extra little ones, I gave them to him. And the white's like, hey, okay, so who's gonna get, I mean, they're on you, and you're going home, hey, look, we have. You're not gonna take nothing home. I've seen people get beat up for taking stuff home. I just can't do it. I snuck a Slipknot CD out once. But it'd be that as it may. So, people are like, who's got this? I saw him give these to legs. They're like, what? Your neighbor, the black dude, you're gonna give that? Like looking around for help. Like, did you hear what he said? I grabbed the political book and see if there's a chapter on this. I'm a little lost. And you know what it remind me of? Remind me of this. I heard the story about these people that had the chicken, but the chicken thinks he's a dog, and they have him on a leash. And they went to the Washington Monument, and you get there and it says, no dogs. And they come walking up their chicken. The security guard's like, I know it says no dogs. That's a chicken. It has a leash like a dog, so it's like, I know he's breaking the rules somehow. Like, is that against the rules? I know that they're looking at me like, Splinter, I know it says no dogs and you have a chicken with a leash, but I know you're doing something wrong. I'm just like, dude, it's my shit. Do what I want with it. It's not like I gave all my stuff to all the black dudes. I could see I'd get in trouble then. Just gave everything to the homeboys, and I gave him the little headphones that came with the thing. And they were just, man, I got some crazy looks. I honestly thought they were going to rush me. Probably were plotting behind my back. It never happened, though. Be that as it may. They were chisnipping. So, the Bloods, I can't possibly be going this fast. I know I had to miss some stories somewhere, dude. I know I had to miss some stories somewhere. Another thing I noticed, the blacks don't really mess with knives that much. They don't really get knives. Like as an example, my first term almost got in a big old riot with the blacks over some batteries. Over batteries, so I can tell you. I can tell you more, but I just don't want to get into it. Over batteries, we went out in the yard, they were grouping, getting ready to be a big fight. I'm looking over at the blacks, they're like, it's evenly, and they're just like, get you, sucker. They're standing around, they're flexing the shirt off, like, get you. Next, I get out and go to a different prison, gonna get a riot with the Southsiders over a kite. Outside again, same scenario, all grouped up, but they're like, gonna make you Swiss cheese, Holmes. They're like, they're armed. I even on that one saw a couple, like, spears. Because they had these paddles, they stirred the food in the kitchen, and they somehow broke the paddle off and sharpened that thing up, and it's like, joust. Where the hell did you get that at? But, at the riot of Soledad, got off with the blacks. My homeboy's on the yard. He got sliced. By a black dude. Got him real good, too. And they came, after the riot was over and it was all said and done, everyone was down, they came to pick him up with a stretcher off the yard. He's like, no, I'm walking out this yard. I ain't leaving the yard on a stretcher. That's right, homeboy. But I found out the dude who sliced him was from Bakersfield. I gotta admit, I had a little bit of pride. Just watch him decide to break all of a sudden. It made me feel good. That the dude who sliced him, black dude who sliced him, was dude from Bakersfield. That's how we get down. What? The craziest always. I threw my glasses so far away. Also, my watch is not working. We got some things to iron out over here at Prison POV. I got some shirts. I don't know if this fucking thing's even working anymore, man. I got some shirts. Prison POV shirts. 1X and 2X now. I don't really have time to show them. I got a lot more stories to get to. And I got the kicker. Again, we're not going to talk about it right now. But, no, you don't need yeast. Everyone's like, you need yeast. I don't know what yeast is. Never heard of it. I made a lot of wine. A kicker. Juice and sugar. Okay, so. The Bloods, man. The Bloods. Do this drive-by. Like I said, it's all Crips in Bakersfield. The Bloods have like one street. Maybe one little block. I remember someone took me there before. They're going to buy some rock off them there, and they're doing business. I was sitting in the car, like bullet holes everywhere. I'm like, dude, some people could come through shooting at any time. It happens all the time. Anyways, 6 of them did a drive-by shooting. They snatched them all up, threw them in county jail, and threw them in one pod together. Which is crazy. They never do. They usually spread them out because they don't want them to sit and get their stories right. And, get all their alibis and everything. But they had them all together. In hindsight, probably because they were listening, cops were recording. And, okay, so I'll tell you how I came across them. Pause that real quick. I went through divorce, separation, straight separated. We were fighting over a car. Both had keys. She'd get it from me. I was living over here. She's living over here. She'd come in the middle of the night, take the car. I'd go get it from her, and it was back and forth. But I was like working her Frito-Lay a lot of the time. But she said she had the keys. The kids. Both valid reasons for the keys, the car. I wanted the motherfucker. Boom, boom, boom. Wake up one night, it's gone. She has the damn car. Damn. But I knew that she had a job interview. I knew she had a job interview coming up. Like a couple days later, like on Tuesday, a certain time I knew. So I went to that spot. And where she had the job interview across the street was a hospital. And I went to the hospital, the 7th floor. And I stood out and looked like this. Down across the street. Waiting for her to pull up. Go to her job interview. I was going to take the car. But I see her come walking. Whoop. She's smart enough to park far away and come walking up. So I sat there in the hospital and waited. No, actually, I went down. Because I would not have time. But what is this? Okay, but can't have that. Gave me a good excuse. Look at the time. So, and I think this one... I didn't watch from the window. Now I went downstairs because, she's going to come out quick. And I need, I couldn't get down there quick. I need to be on her. So, I'm kind of watching. Here she comes out. I go and confront her. But there's some dudes like, I wouldn't to assault her. I was just, no, okay. Let me back up. I got a stretch. I got a phone call. I'm at a bus stop. I see her come walking out. And I try to follow her incognito. I'm like, where she's walking. But she spots me. And starts trying to fucking run. So I try to run. People think I'm chasing her. But I'm not chasing her. So my wife, hello, I'm going to get to the car. And so some people pulled up. These guys tried to grab me. And then she felt bad. No, it's good. Don't grab me. He's just, kind of stuck up me a little bit. I was like, oh, you love me, don't you? And I was like, well, dude, okay, you can have the car, fuck it, but I need a ride. She's like, I'm going to go file divorce papers. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, I got divorce papers in the car right now. I'm going to go file them. You can come with me to file them. And then I'll give you a ride wherever you need to go. I go, sure. I just want to get in the car because now I'm trying to get it somehow. As sneaky as I can be. Get this motherfucker, though. So we pull up at the courts. And we get out, and I'm kind of like walking slow, let her walk in front of me, and I turn around real quick, trying to get the car, but there's a bailiff there. He come running, I open the door, she opens, she gets in, we all in a big, we end up falling down, it's a big old thing. She's like, oh, my arm. Like, yeah, right, the bailiff, easy, my ankle. And I was like, what? My heart. So, yeah, dude, they arrest me. Throw me in jail. And where do they put me? First time ever in jail, they put me in with those bloods. Probably they wanted, hoping those dudes would beat my ass. I made the bailiff fall down. Never been in jail before, first time ever. But after this, I was in jail 100 times, and I realized the place they put me that first time was crazy. Never again did I end up in a cell that looked like that in that area. Every other time I came through downtown, CCF, they call it, but I don't know the little code, but downtown county jail, 1415 Truxton Avenue. You go in, it's like one room right here. It'll have a shower, which no one uses because the water is ice cold, and the shower curtain has hepatitis C. There's a toilet, and there's 2 tables for you to eat at. There's a TV, and then there's like a little entryway. You go in here, and there's bunk beds. So it's like a 2-room thing. This one they put me in with the 6 bloods like a submarine. One long thing. Way back in the middle of the jail. Had all these bunk beds on one side. Didn't have a shower. Just a toilet, all that. So I go in there, tripping. They're all huddled up in the corner. Dude, they pose no threat to me. How can you hurt someone with a broken heart? Dude, I'm tripping. I just lost my wife. She threw me in here. I'm like, what? So I go up and I was like, hey, man, look, dude. Me and my old lady are fighting. I was like, do you think she still loves me? So I'm going to get her name right here. And, like, again right here. Because, like, I'm pretty sure she loves me, right? Don't you think? Because she got mad over the car. But, dude, let me tell you what happened. And they're just like, man, kick back. You're crazy, white boy. Then one day I woke up. I didn't wake up. I couldn't sleep. I'm tripping. I woke up in the morning. I was like, I'm just going to take off running as fast as I can. And I'm just going to bash my head against the bars to knock myself out. Like, chill, white boy, chill. And then they open up to me a little bit about how, man, the cops got us busted on some drive-by shooting. We're blood. They try to say we did it. We didn't do it. Fuck these dudes. And I was like, that's crazy. But do you think she still loves me? Think I have a chance? So think she's going to press charges? Dude, what do I do? She's going to riot, huh? Will you have your mom call her? Tell her I love her? All the stuff I would discipline people for later on in life, I was doing all the same fucking thing, man. So, be that as it may. I gotta break these fucking glasses out again. I swear this is the last time I ever do this shit. And dude, I have like so many pages of notes, man. I thought for sure, I know I skipped something somewhere. Because this is some crazy shit, man. There's just no way. But, should go on this note. I know what else I could talk about because I left the motherfucking thing out. Hang on. I left a story out because I had written all these notes. And I thought, I didn't even think I was going to be able to fit this in. That's why I didn't shout out my homeboy Wildcard the Dragon. I made a community tab. You guys check his music out. I wanted to give him a shout out. I was like, I can't do this video because I have too many stuff to talk about. And then I didn't even talk about, well, I did talk about a little bit. The kicker. And here's the shirts. Fuck it. Got a little bit of time. I can't believe we have this extra time. Here's the shirts. They look a little bit different than the other ones. The other ones say POV crew. These say point of view crew. Black and gray. The gray one's over there in a minute. I got 1X and 2X shirts. So, the story I left out. Oh, trip on this. Do we have time? I knew this dude. He would rap. He was a rapper. I gotta come up with a better fucking system, man. I knew this dude was a fucking rapper. He was a square though. He had a family and stuff. He worked. But he rapped even from a young age. And a lot of people give me fucking shit for liking rap. Even their damn IG, someone came at me like, rap sucks. I put some rap on my IG. It's like, my IG, you suck. If you don't like it, don't come check it out. I was raised on rap. My first albums were NWA and Ghetto Boys. I didn't get into punk rock and heavy metal and stuff till high school. Junior high and all that. Rap. So I knew, okay, so I knew this dude and he was like a rapper. Knew all these rappers. He goes to jail. And he knows, first time ever, and he knows about, politics. He goes, you have to be white when you're in there. Whites hang out with whites, and it's like, he just the bare minimum politics. He figured he had a week, he just go there and lay low and not really do much, just chill. So he goes in there and goes to breakfast at 3 in the morning. Got there at night, went to sleep, breakfast. He happened to see 3 or 4 dudes, black dudes. He happens to know from the rap game. They just happened to be in the same dorm. They just happened to be in the chow hall when they came through. And they're, hey, what's up, bro? Dude, what's up? And he's like, oh, man. He's like, oh, hell no. Like, what dorm are you in? He's like, totally trying to shine them, hoping everyone will think they're talking to someone else. They're like, oh, dude, what are you going to do? Get some bolts tattooed on you? Don't treat us like a wet food stamp. They know what they're doing to him. They know they're kind of putting him in a bind. Because it is going to make him look funny. I mean, I'll get there in a minute. Anyway, they're messing with them. And they show up when they open the yard around lunchtime, whatever. No, before lunch, open the yard. And they go outside of his barracks. Say, hey, can you go get so-and-so? Then he comes out and is like, guys, leave me alone. Save this shit for the streets. I'm not prepared to handle this. It's the first time I'm in jail. I don't want to start off like this. I don't know what to expect. He could have got away with it. But how I'll liken it to, when you get a job and you're working there for a while, you can start leaving like early on Friday to go get your check. You have to be there for a while. And but your first day, your first week, no. After you've been there for a while, you can kind of like figure stuff out, figure out how the game goes. Like, trip on this. There's this white Crip that showed up. Down as hell from the neighborhood, all the blacks riding around him. Just any old white dude that shows up saying he's Crip or blood or whatever, doesn't automatically mean the blacks can have their back. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Just all depends. This white Crip showed up, the blacks like, we got this dude's back to the fullest. The dude who had the keys to the yard is like, I'm not going to make a move on. There's a lot of tension. He had a couple riders, like, you want us to rush him? We'll be on deck. He's like, no, I just don't feel like making a move out of it. What's going to matter? He's leaving pretty soon anyway. If they have us back to the full, it's going to be like an uphill battle. I just don't even feel like tripping on it. Just going to leave it alone. No one really argued with them. Everyone's like, okay, whatever, So just whatever. Then like a couple weeks later, this dude comes driving up. He has Thug Life on his stomach. Not even hanging out with the blacks. The blacks don't have his back. He just had Thug Life, a $sign, a couple of little tattoos like that. It made it look like he probably hung out with black dudes on the streets. A couple of woods tripping on him. When you get that fool, went and told the dude at the rep, can we get him? Give us a green light. We're going to rush him and take him out. The dude's like, wait a minute. Just a couple weeks ago, we had this straight gangster, solid, legit from the hood, white Crip. He even had a broken arm. He had a cast, too. He would have been cracking skulls. He's like, dude, they were ready to ride. You didn't say nothing. And now this dude comes in, he's by himself, he's scared and he's weak, and he's like trying to hide his Thug Life. And it's like, you want to expose him and pull his covers off and just stomp him out? What's up with you? Who's really the weak one here? So he had that fool dragged in the corner and stomped out. Because come on, man, feel me? So, oh, but crazy though, back to the dude though. I'll end it on this. So he had the rapper friends come. He's like, dude, just leave me alone. Like, I can't prepare. I'm not really ready to handle this. So they're like stressing him out. He's like, and even some of the woods were like, do you know those guys? He's like, no, not really. He's like, he's trying to do his little time. And then okay, I don't want to get cut off. Motherfucking. Okay, so trip on this. Okay, so this motherfucker, should I even say it? It's just funny. He said he had hemorrhoids. I've never had hemorrhoids. I don't even really know what they are. I had a pregnant girlfriend that had them, and I'd like put the cream on her for her, be a loving boyfriend. But I never had them, and I put all kinds of clavos and shit up there, knives up there, stuff up there, the car keys, the wallet, cell phone. I never had them. I've expected to have them. This dude said he had them. He didn't say how. Then he said he woke up after being in jail one day. The blacks trying to be his buddy, giving him a hard time about getting bolts and stuff, making him, stress out, not really know how to act. And he said that he woke up and his underwear were covered because the hemorrhoids erupted in the middle of the night. So then he had blood all inside of his boxers, and it was laundry. They give you 2 boxers, one to wear and one you have to turn in. So he had to go turn this in, and sometimes they'd look at him to see if he destroyed him. He said he died 1,000 deaths. He's like, he's going to go to the laundry, first time ever, and he's going to hand us stuff, and they're going to like, why is there all this blood inside your boxers? He was like, oh, dude, I just ever want to break the law again. Anyway, be that as it may. So yeah, I hate looking at the glasses for the time, dude. That's why I broke out the watch. I need to get a fucking band so I can go like this. It just throws me off, man. I need to get like a timer. You know what it is when I didn't have the panoramic view? I can see the clock good. When it's like this. But for you guys, panoramic shot, which puts the clock real small in the corner, and I can't see the motherfucker. And I need to know because these videos are 25 minutes long. I'm doing another video tomorrow. It's gonna be called Crazy Ass Northaniel Putting in Work. Something like that. It's a story how I want to tell. It's only gonna be probably like 15 minutes. I gotta think of something else I can put with it to make it a long 25-minute video. And I'll probably do the Pruno. We'll talk about the Pruno. Yeah, hit me up for some Prism POV 1X and 2X shirts. Here's the gray. I think they look good, man. They match your eyes. Hit me up. Nothing but most some respect. Thank you, Sabby. Thank you, Sabby, man. Wildcard the Dragon. You guys gotta check out his music. Nothing but most some respect. Peace. Hey, if I go live, I'm gonna go live. I got some guitar stuff I want to do with you guys. I want you guys to help me pick some songs. I'm doing a musical collab with somebody. He emailed me some drum beats. I want to do some riffs and let you guys go over them with me. I just gotta find the right time. Anyway, I'm both some respect. Another video tomorrow about the Loco Northaniel. Nothing but some respect. Peace. That was fast, huh? Nothing but some respect. That was a fast one, wasn't it? Cut the string, let it fly.